Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is going to be a video on SFM. My name is Sheon Bello, and the point of this video is to give as many guides as possible to assist SFM students preparing for the ICAN exam. Yeah, so let's go. So what's the difference between SFM and other courses? SFM is more bulky. There's a lot of things to cover. There's a lot of things you need to remember. There's a lot of aspects to practice. So that's why sometimes SFM looks like it's one of the toughest courses, right? Yeah, so that's the difference between SFM and other courses. Then also SFM, you have to understand the concepts, right? You have to understand it, but I will still touch on that. So change in syllabus. They changed syllabus, so I had to get the syllabus, look through the topics, and just highlight them here so that we can see how uh, students preparing for the SFM exam starting from November 2025 can prepare. Of course, I mean, everything will still be subject to how I can decide to proceed, right? But at least to a good extent, based on what they've broken down in the syllabus. We don't have a text, there's no I can text yet for the new syllabus. But based on what they've broken down, based on what we know about ICAN, I've been able to call some things together. Um, so it's important. I'll just put that this disclaimer that it's important for everyone to know that this is just to guide you. Your tutorials to also give you a guide. Ultimately, your exam is in your hands. You can decide, pick and choose what you think is important or what you don't think is important, the approach you want to take or the approach you don't want to take. All right, so first things first, understand the concept of all calculations. ICAN is very funny. No, May 2025, at least two questions were theory questions. Oh, there was one. I'm sorry. What do I mean by theory? Was essay question, essay writing question. It was not a solving question. It was basically, oh, Mr. A was discussing over the weekend with somebody, and he said there are different ways to do investment appraisal. You can do MPV or project appraisal, rather. You can do MPV, you can do IRR, you can do this, you can do that. But somebody else said no, that WAC is better, something else is better, and like, or payback period is better. That's how one question was. One whole question. Imagine. So if you only practice the calculation but you don't understand why or the concept behind it, you understand. So it's important that when you are preparing for ICAN, if you have tutorial notes, if you're using the ICAN text, the story is important. Not for you to cram, but for you to know. And when you're revising and preparing for the exam itself, I'll still drop tips on preparing for the exam for each course. Right? But when you are revising and preparing for the exam, also good, even if it's just to read it. Just spend 1 minute reading all the concepts. So that when you get to the exam, it is a concept-based question. It's not calculation. Nobody's asking you to do MPV, nobody's asking you to do DCF. They are just saying, what is the advantage of this? What is the disadvantage of this? So even if it's two advantage and two disadvantage, you know about all those project appraisal, all those concepts, just try and know it. Or one, even if it's one, you can start with one and then keep adding as you keep revising. Also, there are several questions where, okay, well, cost of capital is number in SFM, so let's move on from that. At least based on my understanding, it's number in SFM, but someone can confirm in the comment section. When we start from business strategy and financial management. So I won't talk much on this because I feel like this will compose of the beginning part of SFM, those first two or three chapters. So I think you can find it in the SFM text, the correct SFM text. Yeah. So you will find that. Then strategic management. So this is one of the new parts they introduced. So what I did was I looked at the breakdown. So it's something you can do too. There's a syllabus for ICANN. There's a breakdown of what is expected in it. So when I looked at that, I went to all my ICANN text. Where can I find strategic management that has to do with pastel, SWOT, and the likes? I found it in CSM. I'm sure some of you have already answered the question, right? That is how to prepare when they change syllabus. You understand? If for one reason that you don't find it in any of the ICAN texts, then maybe you find it in something like a ACCA material. You understand? But that will be for extreme cases. Mostly, what they do was they move things from somewhere to somewhere. So if you are preparing for strategic management, which is the second item in SFM new syllabus, I expect you to revise your PESTEL, your SWOT, SOAR, your Porter's diamond, value chain, etc. Then I expect you to revise your risk management. I checked through all my account texts. Where can I find risk management? I saw it in CSME, chapter 9 and 10 specifically, in CSME text. Risk appetite, uh, risk governance. There's one model, I think it's Alaral or so model. Everything is in that CSME text. The next item was governance. That's agency, stakeholders, and the likes. That was in chapter 11, 13, and 14 CSM text. So you can cross-check all these things to be sure. Then advanced investment appraisal. So the breakdown under it in the ICAN syllabus was going to be DCF. You find your DCF in your current SFM text. Their DCF can be like 2 or 3 chapters. I think it's 3 or 4 chapters actually. There's the normal DCF, there's DCF and inflation, DCF and taxation, DCF and uncertainty, and one other DCF. Then there's list or buy decisions. Very important. Under list or buy, there's these things. Do I borrow to buy? Do I use finance list? Do I use operating list? Then there's APV, adjusted NPV. That APV it requires a lot of attention because it is a different form of NPV. You understand? There will be your base case NPV, there will be issuing cost or other cost, there will be, I think, interest elements or something So all this is in your ICAN text. It's also in Omolenwa textbook. Okay, we're 7 minutes into the video already. Then there is acquisitions, mergers, corporate reconstruction, reorganization. That one is in your chapter 20, 21, and 23 in your old SFM text. If you pick it up, you'll be able to solve it like that. Now, because of how this new syllabus is, something like strategic management, you won't find it in the previous past question. What is expected of you is, where did you read that? Where did you finally find strategic management to read? You finally found it in your CSME, right? Okay, go to your CSME past question. If you're in a tutorial like a next page tutors, they used to give us past question chart. It will show me what question exactly did they ask those strategic management. I will go there, open it, and see that okay, question 1, they ask strategic management. I will go and practice it. I'm practicing CSME past question, preparing for what? SFM exam. That is what should be expected of you. The same thing you do for risk management, you do for governance. Something like 3 to 5 past questions to make sure that what you read, you can actually apply it. You understand? Things like advanced investment appraisal, and no, you see it in your normal SFM past question pack. That's how you should approach it. Acquisition and merger, you see it there too. Advanced risk management techniques, you see it in your normal past question pack. That's why I said do PQ in line with each location of the topic. You can't be doing PQ of things that they've removed. For example, I heard they've removed cost of capital. So I think I saw cost of capital in I think financial management or in yes, I think it's financial in skills. You understand? I think I saw work to his skills. So just confirm it. So if you are not practicing cost of capital and work, well, we are not expecting that they will test that now because they've changed the syllabus. They've removed it and put it in skills. Do you understand? So do PQ in line with the new syllabus for each topic. That's why I've tried to break it down as best as I can here. Practice past questions several times. Until you practice a lot of past questions, you're not ready for SFM exam. Practice past questions. Practice the questions in the textbook. Practice the practice questions in the textbook. Go and take Omolenwa textbook and practice at least 2 or 3 questions, especially the ones that have not come out before. That's a tip. Especially the ones that what I usually try to do is I practice 1 or 2 that have come out. Then I add 3 of let's say 2 or 3 that have not come out before. for as many texts as I can, because especially if you're writing 5 courses, there might not be time. But if you're writing only 1 course or 2 courses, I mean, you should be able to practice fast questions across all the this thing and practice some learning questions across all the chapters. You get, if possible, you get. And as you're practicing, make sure you are revising that question to remember. You practice this one, you practice that one, you practice this one. Let's say you practice 3 questions across 3 topics. You revise all three. You add one more again for another topic or the same topic. You add one more again, you revise everything. You keep doing it until the exam. So that will be all for SFM. In the coming weeks, I will still drop a more detailed video. But I know people are already practicing. I got a lot of DMs, a lot of questions, and people are expecting okay pointers so they can start reading now. You understand why I'm reading now? So you can have that, and God will help you. So that's all. So if you have more questions, please just drop it in the comment section or in the chat box wherever I upload it. Will be on YouTube, be on LinkedIn, be on Twitter. So and please share with your friends. It demystifies a lot of questions and all. And you can also drop clarifications if you feel that you have a counterpoint to something else. Just drop it in the comment section so that we can all learn. I mean, it's a new syllabus, so we need more information from everyone. And please, information is so important. Watch as many things as you can watch. Ask people how are they doing it in their tutorial, how are they doing this topic. You get a hair. It's not so that you will now be distracted with different type of thing, but it's also that you can know. You get, so you can know, okay, this is how we are doing it in our own tutorial, that kind of thing. All right, thank you very much.